Welcome to Discordant Duo, the podcast where BL rewired our brains, anime raised our standards, and smut emotionally ruined us in the best way possible.
I'm Mio, your chaotic commentator, professional smash or pass judge, and collector of emotional damage.
And I'm Mika, trope analysis, thirst scale scientist, and the friend who takes fictional men way too seriously.
Every week we deep dive into boys love manga, anime nostalgia, feral book moments, and the stories that made us who we are.
We score BL like a scientific experiment, but with zero professionalism.
Expect thirst scales, emotional trauma autopsies, and completely unhinged opinions.
If you're here for respectful literary critique,
Wrong podcast. But if you're here for chaos, hot takes, and media that ruined your standards forever, welcome home.
Now that that's settled, Mignon. I don't think we're gonna get through this without giggling the entire time. It's two boys.
It's boy. They're kissing. Oh my god. I started laughing because it's a French word and everybody sounds weird saying a French. Why they have to name it after the character's name?
I don't know. I mean, it is his story.
Filet mignon.
Flaming minion.
Filet mignon? How do you actually, like, what is the correct?
Mignon.
I'm gonna look it up. I believe you, but I'm gonna look it up.
I called him Mignon the entire
I'm calling him Mignon too.
I called him Mignon the entire time that I read it, because I read it first. Or I watched it.
Did you hear it?
Mignon.
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 You're saying Ming.
Mignon. Mignon.
Mignon.
Mignon.
Mignon.
Mignon. That's how he says it. Mignon. Mignon. There's no G. The G is silent.
Mignon.
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 Out of here.
I won't forget now, though.
Yeah, it's true. You won't. Where we start in.
Let me read this.
Okay. All right. Read it, please. Do it up.
Mignon, a 2023 South Korean boys love anime series following a mechanic moonlighting as a boxer who falls for a doctor. A special episode was released in February of 2026.
Ow.
I get any of those words wrong.
Congratulations. You know how to read.
No, I don't. I read one thing.
Better than none things, I guess.
So, you were the one that told me to watch this, so you can take point here.
You were the one that found it for us to watch. So
I did. I was determined.
And tell the class where you found this to watch.
Class, I found this on one of those sites.
One sentence or less. Tell me how you felt about this story.
I'll give you 5 syllables.
5 syllables. I'm ready for it.
Could not get enough. I'm addicted. Dude, I found this. I'm addicted. I probably watched it like 18 times since I sent it to you.
It's been like 3 days, bro.
Yeah. I was preparing for this. It's all research.
It's research, yeah, absolutely.
They're so cute. I love this. This is probably one of the first, like, BL animes that I've seen. And it's like, anyways, it's probably one of the first animations that I've seen that I've actually giggled. Giggled because I was just so happy for them.
Absolutely.
I was like, yeah, you better go get him. And he's like, I'm sorry, I threw a tantrum. Yeah, you better say you're sorry. Everybody did all the right things.
They did. They got it right. It was a little iffy there for a little bit, but they got it right.
Oh my god, it was so iffy. So, alright, so the story is about, obviously what we said, Mignon is a boxer. He's, it's implied that he's probably not a very good boxer at the beginning, because he's all over the place all the time, because he's distracted, because he's in love with this doctor that works at the underground, the pit as they call it, where these illegal fights are happening. And he has, he's a stray is what they say. This mechanic takes him in, his coach, but his coach,
a hunk of junk is what he is.
and this doctor just treats him like nothing, doesn't, just like always kinds of, he wants him to leave and get out of it, and he thinks that he should be, in college and doing something with his life, and
he's trying to save him.
He is trying to save him while also harboring a very dark secret. He's a vampire.
He's a vampire. He is tenacious. He is going after this doctor, bro. He's like, I love you. I've loved you for a long time. And then it's heartbreaking too when like the doctor like pulls away and he's like, we can go back to normal, pretend that never happened, nothing happened. I was like, oh, he just wants to keep him in his life no matter what.
Because he's never had anything that he's wanted. Yeah. It's like, when he finally tells him that he cares about him or whatever, and he finds out that he is a vampire after that first, like, episode or whatever you want to call it, he makes a conscious effort to beat the out of these people so that the doctor can have his fill of whatever he wants.
Which is blood.
And he does that for him. And then when he's supposed to lose the match, he can't bring himself to do so because he can't forcibly end his career or his winning streak or, lose in front of the man that he loves.
Yep.
And he knocked that guy out.
He knocked him out.
Boom! Those legs. I was like, I'm surprised anyone can even catch him. He's so long and lanky.
Right? Long, tan, and handsome. Well,
long tan and handsome. He definitely got tanner afterwards.
Yeah, he did.
So as we progress through this story, he's supposed to lose that fight and he doesn't. And then his coach is a piece of junk, human trash. Now he's just trash. And he blames the doctor and tells the people that it's the doctor.
The gangsters.
So they go and they beat him up, the doctor up. And then they come to the house to beat up the coach and Mignon, and they're gone. The coach is gone. He's nowhere to be found.
He left $2 behind on the floor, and he took that money and he booked it out of there.
Booked it.
Beat feet.
And then
gets a wrench thrown at his head.
Concussed. Straight concussed. Bleeding everywhere.
Instantly.
And he still has the energy and the power to run. Not even walk. Run to the love of his life to tell him, let's go. We need to leave right now. They're coming for you. I'm sorry. It wasn't my fault. I didn't know. I love you. Let's go. And this fucking guy.
Scooby-Doo ass laugh. Sorry. Okay, and then after that, when he basically tells Mignon to fucking get out, I don't care about you. And then he turns around with that box cutter. I said, you're a whole vampire. What are you about to do with a box cutter? Realistically. And then, I forget his name. I'm gonna call him Gramps, because he's grandpa, basically. He comes in, and he tells him to zip tie the doors. I got this fight for you. Go get your man.
Not your man, your boy. Go get your boy. Go get your boy.
He did say boy. He did say boy. And then Gramps proceeded to beat the ever-living everything out of everybody in that room. And there was like 9 dudes. He counted. They were counting.
I watched it this morning. I think it was 7.
No.
When they all laughed at the same time.
I need more backstory on like the actual vampirism, because there were a lot of, and we'll talk about this too a little bit later on. We'll talk about the specific vampirisms that I noticed in this compared to other vampire things.
And lack thereof.
Yeah, because we could have gotten a whole lot more information on like the vampirism, and I would have been cool with that just because there were so many questions that I had. But I would also watch a spin-off with no spice in it of Mr. Wu, of Gramps. I want to know that dude's backstory. I want to know why he was able to take on 7 guys and have fun while doing it.
And just get called the next, oh, how you doing? Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, don't even
exactly.
worry about it. How's the boy?
Yep.
So leisurely. I was heartbroken. Hold on. Let me rewind a little bit before
Did you
that.
cry?
I did not cry.
I cried. I didn't. I teared up. I cried.
I did not cry, but I was insulted. I think I
You-
don't cry because I know what the endings are. So if I know what's going to happen, or if there's a continuation, I'm not sad. And I can't be sad because I know they're going to get through it. And that's kind of like how I see my life too. But besides that, anyways, when this doctor said the things that he said to him, I was so upset. I should have
right before they beat up
right
all the
before
guys.
they beat up the
Yeah.
guys. I couldn't. I rewound that and read it like 4 times. I was like, are you kidding me? I should have just drained you and sold your organs off one by one.
Brutal. Savage.
I never should have let you live. That was pathetic. Sir.
He was doing
I
the
know.
thing where he was trying to force him away, like
Yeah,
really
he was,
force him away.
What was it? Lassie? Not Lassie. Lassie that was the other one. The one to get out of here. Go on, get. Call the Wild. What is that?
I do not. That is a video game. I do not know what you're talking about.
That's also a book. Did we just switch bodies? I knew a book and you knew a video game. Okay. So now Gramps beat up the guys. We're running. A Doc is straight running through the streets. He picked up the dagger and ran down the hall. He is running. And he can't find Mignon. And then he goes back to the pit. And he must have smelled him or something. Because then he found him or whatever. And he apologized. And he said sorry. That's where I would have teared up. I was like, okay, everything's fine.
That's where I yeah.
And then he put him on his back and he carried him. This 6 foot tall, 6 foot 2 inches, 207-pound man, and carried him to his apartment.
Where he proceeded to trip over the door jamb, entering in and drop that dude on the floor. And Mignon said, I'm just gonna die about it. I'm just gonna die about it. I would have died of embarrassment if I was the doctor. He just died about it.
He double concussed him.
Oh, yeah, he finally fatally concussed him.
Shake, rattled, and rolled that brain.
Yeah.
Rolled it.
And then he saved his life by turning him into a vampire as well.
Which was probably one of the hottest things I've ever seen.
Dude, that scene... Okay, so hold on. So, going back to how I was saying I would like more context for some things, I would like to know how Mignon actually feels about that.
Yes.
Like that he turned him into a vampire without him asking. You know what I mean? I would love to hear his side of that, you know? Because some people, you know, in stories, like, some people get mad. Some people ask for it.
Ungrateful.
Oh my god.
I saved your life. And you care how I did it? I saved your life. You're alive. You were dead, and now you're alive. You know, he is a doctor, but obviously he realized that he couldn't bring him back to life regularly. So he must have known that was his only option.
Now we're getting into the good stuff. How did you feel about that whole, like, internal monologue where he's laying on the floor and then the light shines on him and then he wakes up and he's in the boxing ring and then he's seeing, like, the doctor and everything? I thought it was art. It was pure art. It was beautifully done. Like,
this whole scene was... I rewound and watched this scene a couple times too. It's weird to say, but you know how when you're like at a concert and you can feel the reverb in your body?
Yeah.
This was kind of like that for me emotionally.
Yeah, I could understand that, yeah.
I don't know why I added all those syllables to that word, but I did.
What, you said all the syllables in emotionally?
Emotionally. Like, Mignon, like, his whole life was... He just wanted to be able to live. I mean, I don't think he would be upset. And the only reason why I don't think he would be upset is because in that scene, he does say that he wishes that he could live with this feeling of wanting to be wanted by someone for a little bit longer.
Mm.
So to me, in my mind, that's kind of like yeah, go ahead and save me, my guy.
Save me.
Help a brother out.
And this is the fun part. This is where we get to talk about everything that happens after the multiple 3 scenes in specifically that everybody should watch if you like BL in any way, shape, or form. Because I was screaming, and let me tell you, when I watched this, I was sitting on the couch with other people around, and I had my volume on max. No headphones, nothing. I was sending it.
I warned you multiple times.
Listen, I've been waiting a long time to watch this, okay? Nobody was ruining it for me. Nobody. Let's talk about the vampire transformation scene.
Let's talk about it.
There's so much to talk about. Okay, so I haven't watched, like, physically watched a lot of, like, BL stuff where they've actually, you know, done the dirty.
Oh, okay.
But this was amazing.
Oh, this was
done so well.
This was...
So, the transformation scene where he bites him. My brain took a while to calculate that he was biting him, and I was like, oh, he's turning him into a vampire right now. The blood filling the bathtub was cool. Coming out of his orifices, his facial orifices. He hemorrhaged out of every place he could have.
Yes.
And then he woke up. He sat up straight. His hair turned black. Made me a little sad, you know, because I liked his silvery hair. But he sat up straight. And then the scene immediately after was him just licking the blood out of the bathtub. I was dying. I went from emotional to laughing.
I am to assume, hear me out, I am to assume that he drank all of that blood that was his human blood. The way that I interpreted this transformation was that his vampire blood was pushing all of the human blood out of his body, and then him drinking all of this blood.
Yeah, as the doctor saying, like, you're going to survive on the blood that you shed for the next few days.
Yep.
And then the bathtub was just empty, and I was like, oh, he's gonna be thirsty real soon.
He drank all that. And a bag of chips, and he was licking it all up.
Yep. Reminded me of that bathtub from Saltburn.
Oh, it reminded...
Did you watch Saltburn?
No.
Oh, if anyone has watched Saltburn, you know the scene I'm talking about in the bathtub, and the drain, and the bodily fluids. Anyways,
he told him not to go out in the sun. He's gonna live off that blood. He's gonna stop having bowel function because he no longer needs to eat.
I'm glad they specified that.
Me too. Because they never do.
They never do, and you know why that's good? He specifically said bowel function.
Anyways, I liked the part when he was finally starting to transform and his, like, hands came up out of the water.
Yeah.
And then he sat straight up and, like, hugged him. I loved that.
Yeah.
I thought it was so sweet. I was like, aww.
Hit me in the feels. Because we knew it was coming.
I thought it was happening right then and there.
I did too.
This idiot.
And then they had to have their little quarrel.
Yeah,
he apologized.
Sleeping in a... Because the doctor wanted Mignon to sleep in his own room. Why? I did all of this for you. Why do I have to sleep in my own room?
Maybe he wanted to give him something that he's never really had, like a comfortable, nice room to stay in.
But it wasn't really a nice, comfortable room. He was sitting in the corner on the floor.
That was his choice. He didn't get in the bed, damn it.
I didn't see a bed.
He was throwing a hissy fit. I mean, I would have too. Like, I agree with Mignon.
Pause.
So.
Do you think that that's some sort of, like, you know, just because he's young? Like, he's very young and childish. And maybe has something to do with also being just changed, like throwing tantrums or something.
He's needy. Yeah, he's needy. He just literally became dead and then re-dead again. Undead. Dead. Redemption.
Too needy.
No.
Oh no, I mean I'm glad he was so needy. Anyway, so then he called the Mr. Wu or Dr. Wu and apologized for everything and said, you know, he wasn't going to go into work that day, but he'll come in tomorrow.
Yep.
Because he wanted to stay with Mignon while he was recuperating. Well,
and then the doctor said, I don't know how to let anybody in. And Mignon said, I'm coming in right now. That was cute. It was cute. And then, bam, that's it. There it is.
Whoop, there it is.
It gave us what we wanted, and it was so
Whoop,
good.
shake that ass. Gave us everything we wanted. I will say the fact that he was being so open with him was really cute.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like, he was like, he did apologize. You know, they both apologized. And was like, they both were very honest with each other. I mean, Mignon in the middle and the doctor beforehand. Oh, sweet baby virgin. I love him. Oh.
He did. Twice.
Editor Mika here for a quick second. So, yeah, we definitely just got to that part. For Spotify's sake, and, you know, keeping this listenable without getting snipped off of the platform, we're going to soften the landing just a little bit. Let's just say things escalate very fast. There's a transformation moment that is way more intense than either of us expected. Like, not just physical, but you can feel the shift in power, in control, in everything. And then, yeah, the tension doesn't exactly go away after that. It turns into one of those scenes where it's less about what's happening and more about how completely gone both of them are in the moment. If you know, you know. We said a lot more, like a lot more about this, but we're gonna keep it just vague enough here so we don't get in any trouble. If you want the full unhinged zero filtered version, we'll let you know where to find it. All right. Back to the chaos. I wasn't ready for that either. I thought we were done.
I was like, we're not done. Oh my god.
The sun goes down. We didn't even sleep.
No. Yeah.
Then we had a time jump because it's definitely tomorrow.
It's definitely tomorrow.
Listen, this cinematic masterpiece. Clap, like, absolutely wonderful. Absolutely the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my life. Absolutely wonderful. Like, oh my gosh, I can't with this. I can't. And I told you that as soon as I found it and as soon as I watched it, I said, dude, I watched probably the last 5 minutes 17 times. The first time I saw it. I was like, how did they do that? Rewind. How did they do that? Rewind. How did they do that? I was floored.
I don't know how they did it, but I am so glad they did.
I need more.
I do too. I know this is a relatively new story and the animation is obviously very new and they're probably not going to do more animation. However,
hold on.
Okay, holding.
It's not relatively new. It came out in 2023.
I mean,
and this was
within the last 3 years.
3 years later. What were they doing in these 3 years besides perfecting this masterpiece? If it's gonna take them another 3 years to give me episode 2, I will fucking wait for it.
I will wait patiently.
It's 2 boys.
2 vampire boys.
My favorite vampire story. It's definitely up there in my top 5 for 2026.
Absolutely. So now let's talk a little bit about like the vampire tropes that were in this. So obviously you got like they can't go out in the sunlight. That's pretty traditional.
Right. One bite transformation.
One bite transformation, yep. The whole, shedding your human blood and then, surviving off of it for a few days. That I feel like that's new. I feel like I've never seen that before.
I've never seen that before.
I think it's cool.
It's such a cool concept.
Right?
That's the only thing I've ever heard. This is also the first time I've ever heard it specified that they have no bowel function. Like, way to make it so realistic. They do not have superhuman strength.
Not that we know of.
Not that we, well, that
Maybe
little guy was struggling to carry him.
He was, but then Gramps went and beat up 7 young dudes.
Maybe Gramps is something different.
Maybe because he's older. Maybe it's that trope, that vampire trope where the older they are, the stronger they are.
Maybe the doctor is young.
Yeah.
That's an interesting concept.
It is.
The darkening of the features. That was new.
I feel like that's a new thing too. I don't think I've ever seen that.
I have seen and read where the vampires, their hair will turn white, but never
Yes.
dark.
Which, I mean, makes sense. Like, going to the dark side, you know, turn your hair black. You know, I could see it.
And the eye
Let-
color change I have seen, because that's in
yeah,
Twilight.
yeah, that's a thing.
I feel like his skin also got a tad bit darker.
Yeah, he was definitely more tan, I feel like. Because he was, like, pale, like pasty white, like my color.
Yeah. It was like an all-over transformation.
Mm-hmm.
Wonder if it's different per vampire, because Gramps has white hair.
Wait,
Unless
did we even...
Gramps is not a vampire.
Yeah, that's what I was just gonna say. Did we even confirm that he is or isn't?
We didn't.
Oh, shit.
Gramps might not
Look
be
it
a
up.
vampire.
Look it up right now. Look it up. Look it up. Look it up. Look it up.
How? Okay, hold on.
Oh, I'll do it. I'll do it. I don't know how to type, but I'll do it. You do it. Anxiously waiting. Old.
Yes, he is a vampire. Just needed to confirm a second time.
Okay. I like the thoroughness. Thank you.
So they do age, so that's good. So they don't have an everlasting life, just a longer life, probably.
Yeah. That's better that way, I think. I wouldn't want to live forever. What,
I don't
you
have-
do?
If I don't have any rules, yeah, I want to live forever.
I forgot you're a villain.
How could you say that? How? How could you say that about me?
Because you've said it about yourself.
Oh,
I'm just a parrot. I'm repeating.
just the facts.
Man.
I always play the villain. Why don't I get to be the hero? Oh, wait, it's because I'm mean.
I think you're a lovely lady.
It's because I'm no bullshit and people want to try and put their bullshit on me. And I said, literally, I don't know what that is. I can't even see it. It's literally not on my radar. And if you're bullshit, I can't see you. Bye. Go
Bye.
somewhere. Do something else.
And then our very last scene,
Yes.
after they go do their first day of work and they come home and they're together in the bathroom, and he puts his underwear on for him.
And there's something there, too, that they haven't addressed, which they kind of addressed. They touched it, but they didn't say anything about it. Is the fact that the doctor doesn't like to be naked in front of anybody.
Yeah.
Because Mignon definitely specifically says, the next time that I have sex with you, we're going to be naked.
Yes.
And the guy told him to shut up.
Yep.
So there definitely is something there. You're just going to let it all hang out?
Yeah.
And he got all embarrassed and let him dress him.
I loved it. I loved it so much.
Ugh. It was so good. It was so good.
He does say right before their main scene, that he's been alone for a long time. He watched everything in front of him perish. His words, you know. So there's a lot of backstory that I would love to hear about. Read, see, put it in Braille. I'll read it in Braille. I'll learn it. I don't care. Put it in some form so I can consume this media, and I'm here for it.
All right, so
I need it all. I need it all right now.
all of it. Obviously, our peen ability was invisible.
It was definitely there, like, but it was invisible technically.
White outlined, you know. I really do. Hold on, let me credit them with this too. I really liked the underwear aspect as well, only because it gives you more detail of what is happening.
Yep.
Because the whole thing would have been censored, but that part was not censored. Just a little side note there.
Mm-hmm. It's a masterpiece.
It is a masterpiece. All right, so let's rate this on our scale. Our scale goes from 1 being, you know, the bottom, and then from least to greatest. So we have flaccid, semi, full, rigid, and climax being the best. This is a full fucking climax for me. Oh no, multiple climax here.
It was all climax all the time, from beginning to end. Beginning until end.
From the very get-go. This, it was cinematic genius.
Oh, yeah.
The story, the plot twists.
The animation, beautiful characters. Beautiful scenery, like the animation for like just like the city and everything, like so cool. I need more.
I know. Are we gonna get any more? That's the question.